Crazepony FX806TC tiny loop camera, which is a 25 milliwatt 600 TVL detachable camera for the blade inductrix. Comes in a little plastic box. FX806TC. This is again from Crazepony. I got it on Amazon. I got it for approximately $36.99. For it looks like it's up. You know, it couldn't go up to as high as $44.99. So if you hurry right now, you can probably get it on sale. I'm usually terrible at these kinds of things. Oh, this is nice. Okay, it's a magnetically sealed box. Okay, so the label does come. Alright, we've got the FX806TC detachable super mini VTX camera. It's got looks like it's a 40 channel. Yep, 40 channels. Weighs 2 grams. 2 grams will validate that. 2 grams. Imagine that. Let's see. I'm getting 3.9 grams. I don't know about you, but 2 grams is just the camera. Okay. Alright. And it's 2.2 grams for the VTX transmitter. I see. So let's see. Wow. 1.93 grams. 2.07 grams. We're clocking in literally at 3.93 grams. Alright. Now this one came assembled, and I believe that one was about that way. About 4 grams, maybe 5 grams. That also is a Crazepony 40 channel as well. This one's got a lighter antenna. This one does look a little smaller. It's also shielded better, so it's probably there's the switch. It uses a light system for the channels. Camera allows you to put a heat sink on. So one of the nice things about the detached units that this one doesn't do is, I was thinking about it does get awful hot, and I would like to have installed some sort of lightweight heatsink. There actually is some putty. There's some heatsink putty that you can use, and some other lighter materials. Operating instructions: how to charge bands and channels. First, red LED for channel, 5 blue LEDs for frequency band. I'll give you a table. Quickly for the channel and hold it down for the band. It's 2 seconds to change the frequency band. I hope you like this. I'll be doing a little bit more with this, and I'll show you how we can install this into Alright, so that's what we'll do. I'm going to show you how we're going to install this. I want to get back to you on the Crazepony FX806TC tiny loop camera, which is a 25mm 600 TBL detachable VTX camera for the blade and ductors. So this one is designed for this is a drone I installed it on now. It's designed, this camera was set as a tiny loop camera and it's designed for something like this. We could have installed this camera on something like this, but I happen to have already modified my tiny loop with a camera I like, and it flies well. So this also came from Crazepony. This is a 40 channel, 25 and up to 200 watt selected milliwatt. So it's a little heavier. It's not really a racer, but it's more of the utility version of tiny loop. Now, this is an interesting drone. A lot of you may recognize this as one of the flying car drones that have been popular this Christmas season. What I did was I modified it to give it a camera. Apparently they were sold at one point with cameras facing out the rear. I'm not sure what point of that. It does generally drive and fly in this direction. So I said this would be a great little FPV toy, and I wanted to drive around the alley and give it a spin, so I'll attach some video showing how this works. Anyway, I would like to show you how I modified, actually what I did, you're looking at, if you recognize one of these things, if you live in the United States and you've got an older house, you probably recognize one of these things as something that holds your screen window in place. Well, they're extremely light, a little piece of lightweight metal. I believe it's like 25, 30 gauge, pretty lightweight. The thing doesn't weigh anything. Anyway, that's what I used to make a camera holder. You can see how I cut that. I just basically used the screw hole, mounted it in the back, just screwed it right in there, basically, and I created a channel. I put a piece of metal in there that was the same width of the camera. I'm a machinist, so I used a parallel, and then just folded and bent this thing around it, and then cut it with my tin snips, basically in the shape of a P, a reverse P or something like that, and you can see I came in right around there, and then form that around the camera afterwards so that it kind of curls in and holds it. And there's also a piece of tape in the back so that if for whatever reason the camera was shorted out and jammed and moved out of its channel, it's held in by a channel so it's not supposed to short out, but you do want to make sure that you've got some insulator on the back side so if it does short out. A nice thing would, they make some heat sink putty like stuff, that would be probably something really smart to put in there. Now, I'm not so concerned about weight on this particular vehicle because she does like to hit the ground and roll, and has a little bit more powerful motor and powerful battery than a tiny whoop, so I was able to afford a little bit more weight, but it gives me some flexibility. But I do like the little the camera holder I made, and I can see putting this on several different craft, and it allows you to kind of move it so that your antenna is higher when you want a little bit more range and less protection, if you will. I just routed what we've got down there. There's a harness I made that pigtails male and female off the battery. It's a 750 and 1S LiPo, and then it comes out through here. I used what was an antenna holder, I believe, to hold the male, wrap that on another pigtail to come out to the other side of the micro JST. So that's the wiring.
is real simple. It's not in the switch, but really doesn't need to be, since this camera already makes it accessible to plug in and out in several areas. Normally, I'd open up the model and put a pigtail in off the switch, and so it'd be real elegant. And I may do that in the future, but you gotta admit, it's pretty slick. It works pretty good. So I'll show you some drives in the alley on that. Nice, really, really good resolution on the camera. Matter of fact, I think I can show you that now. Give you a view. I'm just turning on my UV800. Oh, I see something. All right, let's see. Let's see the screen. All right, we can read that. We know we're doing okay. All right, you're looking up, and I'm going to bring you down so you can read the screen. You're looking at a reflection. Looks like more of a reflection of the house and the trees behind me. Anyway, wanted to give you an idea. Maybe we see ourselves. And that's my ugly mug. Anyway, I wanted to thank you for watching this video, and be sure to check out some of the demos of some of this equipment. We'll do some field tests probably later on in the playlist. Again, subscribe, like, and a lot more to come, especially as I show you how to make some